College students with government student loans, they are going to be paying more this fall thanks to Congress. Interest rates have gone up nearly 1%. Local financial professional Michael Terrio from the Terrio Group is here to talk about what this means for new loans and also some ways to keep college costs in check. We were talking about this during the commercial break, and I said 1%, but then you pointed out because of a couple of things, that 1% is really going to add up. So kind of break this down for us. What does all this mean?
It's not necessarily good. This is something we've been expecting for quite some time. It's not a surprise. We've been seeing this happening. When we had the debacle back in 2007, 2008, we saw major cuts in interest rates for student loans. Now we're going to hit from both sides. We see college tuition rising and the cost of borrowing that money for college also rising. And it's going to have a major impact on people. It's looking about 0.8% increase across the board. They do have caps on these, but expect these things to go up each and every year until we hit those cap levels due to being tied to the Treasury bonds.
So for college kids trying to keep this in check, what do you tell them? What advice do you have?
Well, this is one of the biggest problems that we have. We have $1.2 trillion right now in student loans. $1.2 trillion. This is a big problem. It could be something that I believe could mirror the housing crisis. Things to keep this in check would be 5 things. Maybe stay in school, in state. When you're looking for a state school, can save some money. You may want to look at online classes, maybe starting with community college, because that way you're staying at home with mom and dad as well.
Yeah, a little more affordable.
Trying to find different ways to protect your income. The average kid's getting out of school right now with almost $30,000 in student loan debt. For every $10,000 you borrow right now, you're looking at an additional $42 per month. And so this could have a major impact, not just on college students, but for you and myself with the economic issues that we have with the country right now.
Students, in the moment, they're not so necessarily worried about the cost, but there are long-term ramifications. They do need to worry about that.
Sure, absolutely. Most of our GDP is based upon what you and I spend. Okay, roughly 70% of what you and I spend is going to have an impact on GDP. We're slowing the economy. We had 0.1 last quarter. And now we're going to put positions where we're going to have less money that's able to be spent on cars, and less money that's going to be able to be spent on housing, less money that's going to be spent on electronics and things that actually make our economy thrive. So it's going to be very interesting, short and long term, to see what the impacts are on this.
And then obviously, when you don't pay those loans, you default on them, it hurts your credit score.
Absolutely.
And then you're really in trouble.
And you can't bankrupt all these things. These are responsibilities that you're taking until you actually pay these things off.
All right, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Some great information on some not so good news.
I wish I had better news for you.
Yeah, all right. Thanks again for coming in. Mike, we'll send it back to you.